Hi, are you tired of feeling like a small fish in a big pond in your niche? Do you feel like you have that expertise, yet you are the best kept secret? Well, don't worry. I'm going to reveal the exact steps, what you need to know for you to position yourself as an expert in your industry. Let's dive deep into it. Are you ready? Let me know in the chat if you're ready. I'm super excited for this. Hi, my name is 𝐴𝑟𝑗𝑢𝑚𝑎𝑛. I'm a business coach. I help service-based entrepreneurs to package and position their knowledge, their expertise, and convert it into a high-ticket coaching business and get clients. Well, I use a very simple process where you will be able to position yourself as an expert in your industry. Before I give you the exact process and the exact framework what we use in our business, like me and my clients, I would like to tell you a quick story about myself. When I got started online in 2020, I had a massive experience in sales and marketing, yet I felt like that small fish who did not know, how to position myself in the online space. Well, if you relate with this, let me know. When pandemic hit, we had to close our six-figure marketing agency, and I was so desperate to look for options, and I moved online. When I moved online, I was like felt like literally new, and I felt like I really needed to validate myself and my expertise, right? And until and unless I was going through this phase, I was like really went through a lot of anxiety, stress, depression, fear, overwhelm, and there's so much of an information out there, and everybody is teaching you something which has been working amazing for them, right? And it was kind of confusing for me to understand which step should I implement, which suits me and my business, right? So when I hired my coach, it was super easy for me to simplify the complete process, because I do believe that simplicity is what scales and complexity is something which really confuses you and get you stuck, right? And this happened to me initially in the beginning phases of 2020, right? So that's a quick story about myself, the way I felt and the way I figured out the system and the process, of course, with the help of my coaches, and my honest gratitude to my coaches who have been helping me in my journey, right? First of all, when you want to position yourself as an expert in the industry to attract your ideal clients, your soulmate clients who want to buy stuff from you, who want to work with you, who want to take your services, you don't need to chase them. Rather, you need to attract them. That's the first thing of the process, right? The second, when you are able to attract your prospect through your content, the second aspect here is educate. You need to provide that immense value so you are able to educate them. And third, you need to nurture them, like the way you sow a seed, you give sunlight, you water it, you nurture it, you care for it. That is what it is, the transition phase for your prospect, for them to understand like, oh, I don't know who you are, to like, oh yes, I want to work with you. So basically, for you to take them from cold to sold, this is something which you really need to do. But before that process of taking them to cold to sold, it is like the nurturing process is super important, right? And the fourth is, of course, you need to have a call to action so they act and they come into your world through your offers, right? This is a four-step process, but for you to implement this four-step process into your business, you need to identify who your ideal client is, right? So you need to uncover their deepest desires, their fears, their hopes, their wishes, their dreams, and you need to think about your audience, like the way they think, the way they feel, and the way they act. And you should be in a position to enter the conversation already taking place in their mind, so you're able to create content which is going to help them resolve the pain, the challenges, what they have in their mind which is going on, right? So I have done another video on how to identify your dream client. If you ever want to watch it, just check check the video above, and definitely you can watch it after this video, of course, right? So here is something which is super important for us to do, right? Optimizing the social media channels would be an amazing way for you to attract your dream clients, and for you to position yourself as an expert. So positioning yourself as an expert or as an authority in your niche in a manner which makes your ideal client feel like, wow, I need this, right? Well, if I give you an example, many of the entrepreneurs out there, what they're doing is like their messaging is kind of very general, right? Meaning to say that, let's suppose, manifestation coach, health coach, I help you lose weight. That is kind of very generic, and everybody is doing this kind of marketing. Probably this literally worked long time back, but now, since we have so much of a competition, and we are like living in this information flooded age where every person is jumping into service providing industry, like coaching, consulting, service providing, this kind of industry, which is pretty much growing in the online space. How do you become a specialist and not a generalist? So if you really want to position yourself as a specialist, as an expert, you need to see what your competition is doing. And vast majority of the times, like 90% of the time, your competition has a very vague messaging. Vague in terms of, I help you lose weight, I'm a relationship coach, I help you have a freedom lifestyle. I mean, it's kind of vague without being specific, right? The second aspect for you to position yourself as an expert is you need to value your services as a specialist, not as generalist. So that is something which is super important if you really want to grow, right? And with that, you need to charge as a specialist as well, not somebody out there who's just charging for per hour sessions. If you really want to attract clients who are seeking for a long-term results, then you need to charge as a specialist. When clients invest, they have the skin in the game, and they definitely go all in. And when they go all in, that's where you have an opportunity to bring them the transformation what they are seeking for. Do you agree? Let me know in the comments, okay? And also do let me know, like, what do you do, in terms of a service provider, as an entrepreneur? What do you do? I would love to hear from you in the comments, okay? And of course, when you position yourself as an expert, you would be able to quickly grow and scale your business without wasting further time, right? So here are like few key things where you can attract your dream clients. So let me give you an example, and let's go like this, right? I love to take this as an example of a fitness coach. There are so many fitness coaches, there are so many gym owners, right? There's so many people who are doing the same thing, but everybody has the same messaging, like fitness coach, weight loss coach, health coach, and that is what they say, right? So people usually say, like, okay, when they ask, like, what do you do, they're like, okay, I am a fitness coach. Yeah, so as a fitness coach, what is that specialty? What is that which you do? How is that which you help people? That is more important for you to position yourself as a specialist. There's nothing wrong in saying I'm a fitness coach, but if you go one step further, go dive deep into it and explain it to people, it's going to be more clear and more specific, right? How about saying something like this: I'm a fitness coach for women. Now, what happens? Fitness coach and women. So what do? They're a fitness coach, and who are the target audience? Women. So this is also like better than the first one, right? Now let's go dive deep into it, right? So I am a fitness coach for women above 40. You see the way I'm moving ahead? So if you want to take notes, go ahead and take notes. It's going to be easy for you to position yourself as an expert in your industry, and this is going to be your real deal offer, right? So this is going to be your offer which you can attract your ideal soulmate clients. I'm a fitness coach for women above 40. So it's more specific. Now, how about this? I'm a fitness coach for women above 40, right? And I help them lose 20 pounds in 90 days without dieting. That is a crystal clear messaging, if this makes sense. Why is it a crystal clear messaging? Because this person who is a fitness coach is giving a deep dive into the way they help. First of all, who they help. So they help women who are above 40. And what's the results which they help a woman above 40 achieve? They help them lose 20 pounds. They're not saying like, okay, I help you lose weight, that's it. So be specific when you say weight, right? I help you lose 20 pounds in a duration. And what's the duration? It could be 8 weeks, it could be 12 weeks, it could be 90 days, whatever it may be, just be specific, because people want to see what is the result which they can achieve when they hire you as a coach, as a consultant, or as a service provider. Right? So I help women above 40 lose 20 pounds in 90 days without, because there are so many people who teach about keto, intermittent fasting, CrossFit. There's so many variations to this, right? So without exercise, without dieting is something which is going to really attract those people who are so tired of dieting and exercising and they haven't got the results. Or you can also say like with intermittent fasting, with keto dieting, with CrossFit, with yoga, with aerobics, whatever you are specialized in. So what happens here is like your offer statement is pretty much clear, and this positions you as an expert, and it is literally talking to your ideal clients. And when it is talking to your ideal clients, you are going to attract only those clients who see the value in what you have, and you will avoid anybody who's just a freebie seeker, who's just like inquiring, and who's just, having a problem, but they don't want to act. So you remember this, right? The 4-step process, which I spoke about in the beginning of this video, was definitely, it's all about the way you attract, the way you educate, the way you nurture, and the way you act. So when you take people to this system or a 4-step process, you will be positioning yourself as an expert. Not only that, your offer is pretty much clear about who you serve, how you serve, and what's the big result you can bring for people. Ultimately, people hire coaches, consultants, and service providers because they want to achieve the desired results which they are longing for. Is this making sense? Let me know in the comments down below. If you have found this valuable, please go ahead and do share this video with someone else who really wants to get their offer statement correct so they can attract their ideal clients. They position themselves as an expert. And if you go now and look at the market, most of the market doesn't has a specific messaging. Everything is pretty much generic, it's pretty much vague, it doesn't speak to anyone. And that's how people are stuck, and they really are struggling, to attract their soulmate clients. Okay, so if you found this valuable, let me know in the comments. If you found this, like if you had an aha moment, or let's say any kind of a takeaway, I would love to hear from you what it is in the comments down below. Share this video, subscribe to my channel if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, and like this video, send some love, show me some love. All right, thank you so much. I'll see you again in my next video. Till then, take care of yourself. Bye bye.